All right. So, Greg, as you can see, bad grades to me are anything less than an A. If they ain't making straight A's, they aren't making good grades. You know what I'm saying? I'm being serious. I don't know what school says about grades and all that kind of stuff, but to me, in my mind's eye, if they ain't making A's, they're fucking up. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know, dude, I cannot allow my sons to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I'm being serious, dude. We need to go ahead and do something to get them back on track. They need to be fucking studying when they come home, right when they come home from school. Or they get to have a little bit of fun and then study before they go to bed. I don't know. I'm not there, you know what I'm saying? I don't get to see, but playing fucking video games is retarded, you know what I'm saying? And like, do you understand why I'm saying this? What can a person learn from a video game? You know what I'm saying? What does a person get out of a video game? They do not need to be playing video games. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do not, like, that needs to be cut out of their life. Dude, they need to be busy doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? What do you say that they ought to be doing, Sean? Oh, I'm glad you asked, Greg. They ought to be busy playing musical instruments in a band. They ought to be busy playing baseball. You know what I'm saying? They ought to be busy making A's. You know what I mean? By doing these things, it's going to go ahead and get them to where they start seeing what they can become. You know what I'm saying? They ought to be looking at the occupational handbook and determining what kind of job they want. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, this is like no joke. This is like what they need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you wasn't doing that. I don't care if none of your other kids were doing that. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I want my boys to be doing this. Dude, I'm letting you know, Greg, if you don't go ahead and start making some things happen, I want to see some changes in their grades. Dude, I'm going to jump in there, steamroll them. They're gone. You can say goodbye to them. Once they graduate high school, you can say bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know, dude, I'm going to teach them a whole nother way of life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to teach them how to make grades. You know, it's not hard, it's easy. It is so much harder to make a poor grade than it is to make a good grade. And you want to know why do you understand why I'm telling you this, Greg? Because, dude, I went to Texas A&M University. Dude, you know that when you're in Texas and like all of a sudden you go ahead and tell somebody, where do you go to school at? And you say, Texas A&M. Do you understand, like, it is not the same. You know what I mean? Go ahead and talk to anybody that's from Texas and ask them what they think about Texas A&M. And I guarantee you, it's serious business. You know what I mean? You got to have good grades to go to school there. You can't have no B's. There's nobody in there going to school with B's and C's. You know what I mean? Nobody. Not even if they have big money. Greg, I'm like, you know, I'm trying to talk to you like, you know what I mean? The other thing I want to let you know is I'm going to go ahead and delete a bunch of videos because, you know, like, we all know how things went on when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? We all know Sean went to prison when he was 7 years old, got out at the age of 23. You know? I need to delete a bunch of videos because the thing is I don't need to be broadcasting that type of information to people, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I mean? I don't need to be talking about it, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not even, like, I might even go and delete this video too. You know what I mean? I just want to see some grades, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some freaking improvement. Am I asking for too much? You know what I'm saying? I just want to see some improvement, bro. B's and C's? B's and C's? Are you like, do you understand like how messed up, like, do you understand like it pisses me off to no end. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and you told me like, it was like, dude, like, do you understand now why I was crying? You know what I'm saying? And the other thing is, bro, you need to go ahead and start exercising 5 to 10 minutes when you wake up in the morning. 5 to 10 minutes. You see that I went over and left all those videos of my exercise videos? Do them. I'll even do them without any weights. You know what I'm saying? Because like there are videos that they're not videos, but there's exercise you can do without any weights that are just as good as the one with weights. The thing is, I like to go ahead and go to the gym. That's why I do the weighted videos. And as you can see, I don't even lift heavy. You know what I'm saying? I lift light. And I'm still in shape. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm not trying to clown you. You know what I'm saying? I know you're the type of dude that can get the job done. You know what I'm saying? We need to get the job done, bro. You know? I have a feeling you're going to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Because that was like complete bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What you laid down for me that day. You know what I'm saying? That was like, dude, do you now understand why I was crying? Do you understand? Does it go ahead and, you know what I mean? I already knew Austin wasn't messed up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I already knew that, bro. I saw Austin last time when he was 3-4 years old. He wasn't messed up then. Why is he going to be messed up now? Do you already know that? You know what I'm saying? That was not what was messing me up. What was messing me up is it like you was okay with their B's and C's. Dude, you should not be okay with that bullshit. You know what I mean? You should be whipping them into shape. You know what I'm saying? You should be whipping yourself into shape. You see this? You see that up under there? Nothing. You know, do you see that? Nothing. You want to know why I'm like that? Every day I wake up 5 to 10 minutes every day. I don't eat no fucking soy, bro. I do not eat no soy. You know what I mean? That soy is going to kill you. Do you understand why I tell people that? You understand why I tell any man that? I don't even think it's good for any women. You know what I mean? But anyway, soy kills testosterone. Now, what is it that you're made up of? You know what I'm saying? What is it that as a man, you either have it or your ass don't? You know what I'm saying? And like me, I like to keep my testosterone as high as I can keep it. That does not mean F those pills. You know what I'm saying? F those injections. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you have to inject in you to go ahead and to be a man, ain't no way I'm going. I'm not messing with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that you don't mess with that bullshit either. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bullshit. And I've seen a lot of dudes that go to the gym that I go to, who they take that crap, and yeah, they look pretty good. They look pretty good, and then all of a sudden, about like 6 months later, I can see that, like, I don't know what happened. And this one guy I know, he quit working out for some time. And he is not the same individual that I know. You know what I'm saying? He's not, like, I can see that it's had some kind of effect on his brain. I don't know what it was, but the thing is don't mess with those drugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm a drug-free guy. You know, I don't like to mess with that stuff. Yeah. We need to get my boys making great grades. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do. I want them to go ahead and have the chance to succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? I want them to go ahead and go to a good school. I don't care if they go to Texas A&M. It don't matter to me. But I want them to go to a school that's that good. You know what I mean? And I can tell you right now, the only school in San Diego that's that good is Texas A&M, is the UC. I think it's the school up in La Jolla, UC La Jolla, or UC. But I mean, like, that's the only school that I see that's even worth anything, you know. And I see the students that come out of there, because I've been to all the schools in San Diego. And that school, you see people studying. You see people doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know, hey, I'm sorry. So I'm going to delete some videos. And the thing is, I really want to see my sons making good grades. They can make them. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to school, they can make them. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear no excuses. You know what I'm saying, Greg? I only want to see results. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's been fun. It's been nice. I got to go. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.